So how do you know if you have a rare 1968 Lincoln Penny? In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. Make sure you aren't missing any rare 1968 Lincoln Penny worth potentially thousands of dollars. Welcome back to Old Money Prices. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rare coins and paper money, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Let's jump right into the video. Up first, we have a 1968 S 1 cent Lincoln head penny graded by PCGS, mint state 67 plus red brown. Now initially when you see this coin, you can tell it has a good appearance to it. It is shiny and it has a nice luster to it. That's why PCGS graded it red and brown, because of the overall color of the coin. Remember, the highest grade you can achieve in grading is a 70, and this one graded a 67 plus, and that's why this one sold for $500. Here we have another 1968 S standing for San Francisco. You can see that S mint mark underneath the date. This one graded by PCGS a proof-like 69 deep cameo. That's almost 70. So you can tell it's proof-like by the mirror-like appearance on the coin and how lustrous it is. And the high grade and the fact that it was graded proof-like made this coin sell for $880. Here we have the same coin, but this one is struck on a clad dime planchet. This one graded by NGCA proof-like 65. Now this Lincoln cent shouldn't be struck on this type of planchet. You can see it's a bit smaller. Where there's Liberty, it's cut off a little bit, and In God We Trust, it's a bit tight up there. So if you have any 1968 penny that looks like it's struck on a dime planchet, it's gonna bring in a lot of money. This one sold for $2,600. This one's pretty cool. This is a 1968 Lincoln cent. No mint mark, so that means it was minted in Philadelphia. Struck on a 1968 dime planchet, graded by NGCA mint state 64. Now immediately you can tell that something is wrong with this coin, and that was because it had multiple strikes on it. You can see in Lincoln's head and in his body there's letters and there's abnormalities. If you see anything like this on your coin, it could be worth a lot of money. This one sold for $630. Here we have a really expensive coin. This is a 1968 S 1 cent Lincoln penny graded by PCGS a mint state 67 plus red. Red meaning the overall color of the coin, which this coin does have a beautiful red color. And because it's such a high grade, the highest grade being 70, and it looks so beautiful, this coin sold for $2,600. Here we have a really cool one. This is a 1968 S, and this one is a mint error. So during the minting process, this coin was struck 50% off center. Sometimes depending how off center a coin is struck will depend on how much money it's going to bring in auction. That in combination with the overall grade of the coin, because the grade is very important on how much it's going to be worth. This one sold for $450. So just imagine you're at the store and you get some change back and you see a coin like this. You get 1 penny back and it could be worth $450. This is another super cool coin. This is a 1968 Lincoln cent struck on a Canada dime blank, graded by NGCA mint state 64, and this coin brought a lot of money. Now these third-party graders are able to determine what sort of blank it was minted on, and that's why they're professionals. There's not many ways that an average person's gonna understand what's exactly happening here, but you can tell just by the look of it that something is definitely wrong, and that means it could be worth a lot of money potentially, as long as it is a mint error and it's in a higher grade like this one. And that's why this one sold for $1,400 for this penny. Here we have a 1968 1 cent Lincoln head penny graded by PCGS a mint state 67 red. With some of these coins, it's quite simply dependent on how high the coin grades. If you have a 1968 penny and it looks really nice, it doesn't have many scratches on it, it may be worth getting graded, because this one sold for $1,300. So this is a bit unique. Here we have 3 coins that are a rare matted trio of off-metal Lincoln head cent pennies graded by PCGS. They all graded a mint state 66. Now looking at the first one, you can see it looks pretty normal, but this one was struck on a 10 cent planchet, and when you flip it over you can tell that something's really wrong here. The next coin you're really going to see there's a big issue with this one, because both the front and the back are relatively the same. The back is mirrored, so on one side of the coin you can read the text normally, on the other side it's reversed, it's backwards. So this is considered a double back on a coin, which is really cool, and these coins sold for a lot of money. And then the third coin, the same thing happened, but it also has a bit of toning on it. It looks pretty. And then when you flip it over to the other side, you can see that everything is reversed. It's all mirrored on the back. That, in combination with the fact that these coins all graded in mint state 66, resulted in these three coins selling for a total of $2,300. Here's a 1968S 1 cent Lincoln head penny struck on a dime cent, graded by Annex, a proof-like 63 cameo. So the proof-like appearance is from the shininess of the coin. Keep in mind, this is an error and it's a proof coin, which is why this coin brought more money than any other coin I talked about in this video. So the biggest thing here is make sure you're looking out to see if your 1968 penny was struck on a different type of planchette like this one, and you can tell by the size of the coin if something looks wrong. As you can see, up in God We Trust, there is some issue there during the minting process. It didn't strike appropriately because it's on the wrong planchette. And because of all these issues and because it graded as a proof cameo, this one sold for $2,700. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one.